Here, I've got an experiment for you. Safety glasses on. The planet's on fire.
Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and I know I haven't posted in the last 2 days. I've actually been on a trip in Tampa Bay with the Glitch Esports team, and I was hanging out with our players such as Soupy on the left, me, Machin, and Lamek, and it was a ton of fun. But I am back now, and we are going to be talking about the future of Ranked in Apex Legends with new cosmetics, along with some other new changes that we are going to be seeing in the near future, along with dev communication. We're also going to give out 45 bucks. All you gotta do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. Without further ado, let's talk about Apex. So let's go ahead and start off this morning with actually some pretty cool stuff going on in Apex Legends. Now, most of you may be aware that there is a mobile version of the game, and something that the mobile version is doing is something that a lot of players in the regular game of Apex Legends have been asking for a long time. No, it's not the firing range update. No, it's not the TDM mode. It's the fact that they are adding in new ranked rewards in terms of cosmetics. If you hit Masters, you get a Bangalore skin. If you hit Diamond, you get a Lifeline skin. With a Platinum, you get a banner frame. Gold, you get a banner frame. And Silver, you actually get an alternator cosmetic. And it pretty much lasts from August 26th all the way to October 19th. And I'm gonna be honest here, it's a little frustrating as a main player of the game because we've only really ever gotten dive trails, gun charms, and badges, with holo sprays eventually being added in down the line. But skins are the #1 thing that would actually make grinding really fun and very unique for improving in the game. Now, luckily, it does look like this is something that will actually be coming to the main game. Kralrindo did find in the files that there is a new 2-time Hcog ranked reward that was added into the files. There's a lot still missing from it, but it is there in the files. So I actually think that around the time of season 15, we're finally going to start seeing some new cosmetics being added into the ranked pool. Whether it's as good as what mobile is getting, I don't know, but I really hope it is. It would give you a lot more incentives to play. That being said, ranked does still have a lot of matchmaking issues they need to run into. They did those RP changes. Now people in the top ranks are absolutely racking up massive amounts of points, but unfortunately it didn't fix the issue where a lot of players are still playing matches and people are getting put into pred lobbies with gold, plat, diamond, which really just shouldn't belong there. There's also the other issue of the fact that ranked rewards haven't been working for the last couple of seasons on the main game. Respawn devs actually did talk about this in a recent Q&A session on Reddit, and Robot Have Guns, who is a Respawn dev, actually said that they have a fix on their end that has been working 100% of the time, but so far it never works when they actually push it out live. They are actually working with some Apex Predators in the community that were actually impacted by this, which is actually great to see, but they're actually not trying to make too many announcements about it, because if they say they have a fix and then it doesn't work out like has been happening, well then a lot of players are going to be upset and pretty sad. The badges are a more complex system than they appear, and so EA support literally can't do anything to help these players. It has to be done by the devs themselves. And this was actually great to hear from a Respawn developer diving into one of the big issues in Apex Legends and actually getting feedback from the developers themselves. I think a lot of players very much missed the fact that we used to get dev streams where they would go over changes and how things are going to be changing in the future of the game and really giving us a good idea of the foundation of what was going to be coming next. The last time we actually got one of these was in season 10 when Seer released. I really hope this is something that we actually do end up seeing again in the future. Along with that, we do know that the next collection event that I went over in my last video is codenamed Hunter Predator, and someone on Reddit actually made a pretty good comparison, and I think they're 100% right. It is definitely based off the Alien and Predator movie series. You have a Promethean matching pretty well with the Gibby, and then you have the car SMG, which is definitely a homage to Alien with the green and the black, and the longbow skin in the bottom definitely being a callback to Predator, which means we probably should be hunting something this season. And the last thing I wanted to go over is this Flatline Battlepass Recolor Heatsink, which I talked about a long time ago. First thing I want to go over is the fact that the source that told me about the Flatline Heatsink Battlepass Recolor is the same one who told me on April 30th that we were getting a Loba heirloom and a Wraith Prestige skin, both of which were not in the files at the time, and Dataminers this season have finally found them. But it's really important to note that right now the Flatline Battlepass Recolor is not in the files. None of the Dataminers can see it. That does not mean it is not real. It just simply means they can't see it. There is a clear difference between an inside leak and a data mine. For example, everyone right now is under the confirmation that Loba is getting her heirloom this season, and it's not in the files, but everyone knows it's real. You even have situations where Kralrindo says that yes, Thordan has an inside guy inside Respawn. He says it in multiple posts, but because I have a guy inside Respawn, that doesn't mean Kralrindo or any of the other data miners are going to find that same information in the files right away. For instance, once again, I knew about the Wraith Prestige skin and Loba fan on April 30th. They did not find them in the files until August. I'm sure as soon as something is found in the files, the Dataminers will let you guys know, but just like with the Wraith and the Loba heirlooms, they will not be able to give you any concrete date or evidence until it is actually in the files. Let me know down below, what kind of rewards would you like to see for ranked? Do you think that mobile is going in the correct direction with them? And how do you feel about the communication with the dev team so far? And until next time, legends, keep slaying in the Outlands, and I'll see you out there.